Hooey. What's up? What's up? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all, and share my. Go, go ahead and put in your request on Hype Seat now. The link is in the description box. This is a new book that I'm reading. Habits of Highly Effective People. It is so crazy because like it is so crazy because like um I'm reading this book, right? And uh, I'm reading this book. I'm on Habit 1 right now. Well, I'm on Inside Out in the 7 Habits in overview. Habit 1 is be proactive. Right, I ain't on Habit 1 yet. I'm still on Part 1, Inside Out, the 7 Habits and overview and paradigms and about paradigms and principles. That's how I'm at right now. All right, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm dialoguing with the text, and when you do that, that shit take longer. But y'all, this book, it's crazy because what this guy is saying, I've been saying already for a long time. I am really beyond my years. Like what he took some thousands of books, and then he finally came to that conclusion. I didn't do half his research, and I came to the same conclusion. So I don't know how. I don't know. Like I always say, my knowledge and shit comes from God. A lot of my shit comes from God. Like God speaks through me. Like He gives me shit. I understand shit. I think outside the box, way ahead of my time, way before any article or something comes out. It's always been like that. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of the shit I say, most people be like, "Oh, I've never heard of that," or "Oh, I never thought of that," or like, "Oh, you think so different." Most people say that. It's crazy because I have a therapist, and like, it's weird, mad wild because I have more range than my therapist. Like, I have more understand more complexities, more understand more of the complexity of the human being and thoughts and shit like that. And she's my therapist, and I'm just like, why is it when I'm telling you things, you like the shit you act like it's unheard of? Ain't you a therapy? Don't y'all study this shit in psychology? Don't y'all study this shit? Like, I'm just shocked. Like, how am I smarter than my therapist? How do I understand human complexities? Like, and I'm telling this lady, like, for example, about this girl that was like, she gives me compliments, call me Beyonce and stuff like that. But I was trying to explain to her that this lady is a jealous asshole, right? That compliment don't mean shit. She's a jealous asshole. I can feel it, and right. So the girl was like, "No, no, you're wrong. She's giving you compliments. You're wrong. She's positive for her. She's da da da." And the girl's calling me Beyonce as a mockery thing. All right, I recognize the energy. So, and the reason why I recognize the energy is because there used to be this one girl at my other job. She would give me compliments. And I always worry about what I got on. When somebody is always worried, every single thing you put on, they're worried about. That is a red flag. That is not a compliment. That is a red flag. When a motherfucker is always sizing you up, always worried about what you got on, the makeup, like, it's not really none of your concern. Like, if they're always doing that, like, obsessively, that is a hater, okay? But this girl, anything I had on, she would have a comment to say about it. She didn't say nothing nasty or rude, it was compliments, or it would be shit like, "Oh, girl, you look at you walking in here like you look like you're going to the club," and I'd be like, "I wouldn't even wear this to the club, so what are you talking about? This ain't no club attire to me." Like, but, so nothing she said was really negative. But, like, after that, the girl, she just always had something to say. So, but after that, like, somebody would always be reporting me. Like, somebody reported me because they could see my panty lining. "Why are you looking at my panty lining, you gay bitch? Why are you looking? It's a goddamn panty line. You can't see shit." So they'll be like, "Oh, you need to cover up." That's hating shit. Oh, you trying to say I need to cover up because you're a hater because I dress up every day at work and wear heels and shit every day at work and smell good and look good and wear makeup and be drop dead gorgeous. So you're trying to humble me by complaining about, oh, I can see her panty lining, oh, this and that. Like, why are you looking that hard, you gay bitch? Like, so that's how I know. Then too, I just can spot it. I can see when it starts. I can see when the jealousy starts. I can see it. It's a lot. I have a lot of experience with it. So this lady, so my therapist, she's like, no, I don't think she's being, you know what I'm saying? I still ain't told her because I feel like it don't matter. Because, a motherfucker that's a professional in their own field, they don't like to be, like, proven wrong or don't like to be showed up. So that's why I ain't told her from my personal experience. So, like, the girl that she's claiming ain't, like, because for her, it has to be, she has to say something negative. But everybody that has something against you is not always going to come at you negative. I've had motherfucking haters that pretended like they were fucking supporters, like strong supporters. I've had people pretend like they were strong supporters, like they, you know what I'm saying? Some people come in as friends, complimenting you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everything's gonna be okay. Some haters come in like that. It's a manipulation tactic. So formulate a fake bond. Okay, people come in, woe is me, damsel is distress. They use that shit to get, funds and shit out of you, and it's all a ploy. It's all an act. There's real people that are victims, but then there's other people that play this victimhood shit, trying to exploit your empathy or exploit, you know what I'm saying, in order to get said whatever they want out of you. Okay, and then they gone. I'm telling her this shit from personal life experiences. Like, so, yeah. People pretend to be humanitarians, pretend like they're going to help you, and that should be a trap. Like, there's so many ways that everybody ain't coming at you directly. They're not coming at you letting themselves be known as an enemy. Not everybody coming at you with nasty, malicious shit, directly. Everybody's not doing that. You got to be swift. You got to be crafty. You got to pick up on shit. You know what I'm saying? So this therapist thinks because this girl is calling me Beyonce or is calling me that she's not being funny, and I'm trying to tell her she is because I can tell through her energy, her tone, and she's always sizing me up. Like, why are you worried about what I got on when I walk through the door, how I'm looking, what wig I choose to wear? That shit is weird. Like, that's weird. She's a hater, I'm telling you. A regular motherfucker ain't looking at you like that. Ain't looking at what you got on. They barely even notice if you got a booger in your nose. Like, when a motherfucker is strongly scanning you like that, that's a red flag. But she doesn't know this. So she's like denying my claim. Well, the chick that I said was a hater who kept calling me Beyonce, right? Satire, right? She one day said, now this is a direct negative comment that proves my point. She one day says, because I had this really long, like, red wig, and the wig was, like, messed up from work. So I had this really long red wig that go all the way down to my ass. And she goes, and I come in the locker room, like, she's just always the first person to say something about my appearance. That is a red flag, okay? And she says, oh, Beyonce got that whole wig. Whole wig? That is disrespectful. And since when did a wig make one a hoe? The only thing that makes you a hoe is you sleeping around. When the fuck does a wig make you a hoe? You see what I'm saying? Called her right there when she said that. Then she also would be passive aggressive, or she would do shit like, she would be like, going to the manager, complaining on me about any little thing. Ma'am, I have a lot to do as is. You only got one job. I'm doing the job of 3 or 4 people, ma'am. You worried about this motherfucking mess. You care that much about it, you clean it. I have my shit, my paperwork and shit takes first priority. You got all the way to the end of the day to clean. Like, and then 10 seconds later, you're just going to get fucked up again. I'm not wearing myself out over something that's last priority. What's first priority is the cakes and my paperwork. I got to the end of the day to clean. Got plenty of time for that. I'll get to that when I get to it. But she will always be complaining, talking cash shit, right, about me. Like, red flag, same bitch. I wouldn't be surprised if that bitch is the one trying to get me and my homeboy separated. Because me and him get along and me and him are close and shit, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, that she and some other old bitches in cahoots trying to separate me from my favorite motherfucking coworker. Going around reporting to his girl about shit. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. I done lost my front tooth. Hell no. I done lost this tooth. I forgot it was in there. But yeah. Let's get into this collective reading. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Because I'm kind of like channeling that energy. And I'm reading this book called The 7 Habits. And right now I'm on the chapter where it talks about paradigms and stuff. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay. And I'm in the chapter where it's talking about paradigms and behaviors and belief systems and how we perceive the world, or what's real versus what's ideal, how we feel like it should be versus what it really is. And it's crazy because what he's saying, I done talked about this on my lives, especially on my TikToks, when I used to go to TikTok live. But I done talked about this a lot on my lives about how we have an idea, right? Society tells us one thing, or we have this idea of how life should be. When we apply those ideals and we don't get the said outcomes, right? We don't get what we think how people should react or how things should go, right? We get this disappointment or we get this let down. I've talked about this already. I've talked about this plenty of times on my live. When you do something, and this is why when I be going online and I be telling people, when you put something into practice and it is not working, the next thing you need to do is adjust your ideals. Okay? When it's not working and when you put it into practice, you need to adjust, you need to change. This one girl that I end up blocking I end up blocking her because she's a bitch too delusional for me. She want to see the world as, inherently good and bubblegum unicorn ass shit. She want to see most people as inherently good, and I'm trying to tell her they're not. I'm trying to tell you from personal experience, they're not. They're not. You have a lot of fake ass motherfuckers. Just because somebody smiles in your face don't make them a good person. Just because somebody says a bunch of sweet nothings to you don't make them a good person. That don't mean shit. A lot of people wear masks, ma'am. I'm trying to tell this girl that most people ain't shit. She want to say, oh, no, that's just, okay. That's just why are you in tarot? If most people are decent and most people don't wear masks, then why are you into tarot? What made you drawn to tarot? Tarot is another form of healing, another form of like therapy. So why are you here? If most people are good, Why did you ever pick up a thing of tarot cards? Why are there so many people on planet Earth with trauma? So many people with trauma. Why is there so much bloodshed and even in history, there's a lot of bloodshed. People are shitty to each other. Most people are not inherently good. Not even the motherfuckers who think they're good. You know how many people I've come across who swore that they were good people, and I hung around them long enough, I'm like, you ain't shit. There's a lot of people who feel like they're good people, and they're actually not. Just because a motherfucker come up to you and tell you they're good. This is how I know this lady, she's surface level. Just because somebody come to you and tell you they're good does not mean they're good. Just because a motherfucker wear a suit and tie and speak nicely or have a degree or have these superficial social cues that make you think that they're good or decent people don't necessarily mean that. It's the same way motherfuckers believe because somebody comes from poverty that they're automatically good. There is plenty of ain't shit motherfuckers in poverty. There are plenty of good people in wealthy class. There are so many people who believe that they are inherently good because they are the downtrodden. And you can tell, this is why you got to pick people's brain. When people talk, you got to pick their brain. What makes you good? When people say shit, you can really put it together. You can really put it together. Listen, pay attention to other human beings. A lot of human beings don't care to pay attention to other human beings unless it's about themselves. Most human beings are self-fucking-centered. But let them tell it they're not, but they are. Because they don't care about nothing else or nobody else unless their ears out until it comes about something that's about them. About them, about their interests, about their whatever. Something centered around them. That's when they start caring. A motherfucker don't even care about your plight. Another human being don't even care about your plight. Unless they going through it too. If they ain't never been through it, they don't give a fuck. They gonna be so dismissive, gaslight, I swear to God. I'm telling you, I done seen some shit. Yeah, a family unit though deals with that's a you thing. Your family unit, your DNA, your bloodline, that's a you thing. Most people don't give a shit about anything outside of themselves. Your family unit is a you thing. And even then, people's connection to their family is more so about what a motherfucker can do for them. You like a person not for their essence, but for what they can do for you. Not for who they are. How they make you look, how they make you appear, not for who they are as people. People don't know how to be a good. Look. Anybody can learn to be a good person. Can learn to be a good friend. Can learn to be a good partner. Can learn to be a good spouse. Anybody can do that. Anybody can learn that. But it's the willingness and it's being honest with the self. That is the challenge. It's the lack of self-awareness people have. And it's so simple. If you were your own friend, how would you treat yourself? I had people who claimed that they were such good people, you know what I'm saying? But abandoned me when I needed them most. And all I needed was to vent, was to talk. But a motherfucker magically too busy. If you are the type of person, because human beings are going to have their ups and downs. Human beings are not going to always be confident, happy. Shit is not always going to be abundant. Sometimes human beings going to have pitfalls. Human beings going to be in dark spaces. Human beings going to be depressed. Human beings going to be angry. There's an emotion. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to take the bits and pieces of you that I want to digest and then abandon you on the other shit. That's not a real friend. You're not a good person. To abandon people when they need you most, you would never want somebody to do that to you. But yet you do it to others. When some shit don't fit your protege, you abandoning motherfuckers. You when a person don't like, come on. Perfection doesn't exist. And a lot of people keep pushing this idea of perfection, this idea of pretend to be happy and this idea, and they wonder why suicide rates and shit going up. That is not human. Humans go through ups and downs in life. Human being ain't always gonna be at the top of their motherfucking game. Okay? Like, they go through shit. You know, everybody want to align themselves with somebody who it ain't got shit to do with who that person is, but what they got. Oh, this person got a degree. This person's well spoken. This person, you know, looks like they got their lives together. They're married. They're this and that. Let me be friends with that person. It has nothing to do with who they are. Nothing. And then people wonder why they end up with shitty ass people, because you're looking at the wrong shit. As this girl, there's this girl, right? And she said that she was done dating her type because, like, she was done dating her type because, she was done dating her type because, you know, they always broke her heart. They was no good, right? And then she said she started dating ugly dudes, and they were also no good. But, like, I said to myself, like, how is that? So you date your type and you get dogged out, and you don't date your type and you still get dogged out. Why is that? The person is surface level. That's why. They're surface level. They're not looking at the entire essence of that person. If that person is someone of low character, doesn't matter whether they're ugly or whether they're your type or not. If the person is of low character, if the person is surface level just like you are, right? And these same bitches, it will say that they're good women. You're not a good woman. A good woman is at surface level. A good woman looks at the heart of man. A good woman don't look at the outer surface. They look at what's inside the motherfucking package. A good woman. You're vain, painting yourself as a good woman because for some reason everybody swears because they get hurt they're a good person. Just because you got hoodwinked don't mean you're a good person. That does not mean that. Just because you got played don't mean you are. All that means is that you're a fucking idiot and you don't know how to judge characters. You don't know how to judge people's characters. You don't know how to judge people's heart. You have piss poor discernment. You're focused on the wrong shit. That's all for a fact that we know. We don't know whether you're a good person or not. There's plenty of shitty people. There's plenty of ain't shit, scammy ass, using ass people who get played too. How's that for your ass? I done seen it with my own eyes. Ain't shit but crying and complaining and thinking they a good person because they keep getting fucked over by people. They keep getting fucked over by the people that they value. Meanwhile, they fucking over people that value them. Ain't shit. Just because you get hurt don't mean you're a good person. I'm going to repeat that again. You're just dumb. You just got played. That's all that means. That don't mean that you're a good person because you got hurt. And I'm sick of motherfuckers always trying to give good this bad rep. Good means you're gullible. No, gullible, just because you're gullible don't mean you're a good person. It just means you're stupid and inexperienced. That don't mean you're good. Good is not stupid. Being good-hearted is not dumb. Being good don't mean I'm getting played or my heart is broken or I'm blind. That's not what that is. Good basically means, and this is in all people who can't do nothing for you as well as people who can do for you. If you are selective good, you are not, that is not who you inherently are. You are not inherently a good person. So stop going around talking about you a motherfucking empath. Stop going around talking about you a good person, because you're not. A real good person is good 24/7. That's who you are. You are not good because, oh my gosh, Tyrone got a nice car, so let me be nice to him. Let me be an empath to him. Let me show him that I'm this motherly nurturing energy, right? But if the nigga ain't got the social collateral that you looking for, or he ain't got the look that you looking for, you a rude bitch. You're mean. You're evil. That's not good. Good is not a fucking act. It's a lifestyle. It's a habit. If you rude and disrespectful to a motherfucker that can't do nothing for you, you are not a good person. And you deserve exactly what the fuck you get. A lot of people, everybody swears they're good in their own stories and they don't be shit. Let me stay around you for a couple of times, and I'm gonna tell you about your motherfucking self. Let me in your life, in your world, and I'm gonna tell you where the fuck you're delusional. If you done used somebody before, if you done, I remember I did a reading on this girl. I did a tarot reading on this girl. And, like, she was kind of pissing me off a little bit. Because she got upset because the dude that she was with was using her as a placeholder. And he left her for someone else. But then the new person that he's with, he also don't know if he want her or not. I'm saying your dude might be gay, baby. He just might be. Okay? But the guy had left her and married somebody else. But even the chick he married, he wasn't sure about. I'm like, this is crazy. So, and that's why I keep trying to tell people everything ain't what it seems. Stop falling for, because some shit appear like it's better. Oh, he married her, so she must be better. That don't mean shit. That nigga left her for somebody else, married somebody else, and still ain't sure about the bitch he married. And still he gonna be cheating on that bitch just like he was cheating on the bitch he left. But I bet you that lady think because she got that ring, she thinks she holds some type of value. She thinks she's more valuable. And the nigga ain't even sure about her. Y'all know people have different motives. People have different motives for why they do shit. A ring don't mean shit. I keep trying to tell motherfuckers that. Yeah, you want the paperwork. You want the paperwork so when the motherfucker die, you get inheritance and all that shit. But the ring itself is not the ultimate symbol of fucking love and value. The husbands is the ones out here more single than the single niggas. It's the husbands the ones out here cheating more than getting more pussy than the single niggas. The married ones. But let every bitch tell it on my timeline in real life, or they stank ass attitude thinking they better. Let every bitch tell it she is more valuable, or she's got something over all other women because she got a ring on her motherfucking finger. But yet the husbands is out here cheating more than the motherfucking non-married and they out here more single than the single niggas. The husbands. But you can't tell people shit. Because like this man in this book talks about paradigms. What we think ideally versus the reality. Paradigms are the way that our assumptions, the way that we think, how we see ourselves is how we perceive the world. Some shit like that. That's a perfect example of that. Everybody assumes a marriage means, the ultimate symbol of love, and it don't. A nigga could marry a bitch because she got money. It was this one dude that said he married his girl because her pussy was good. It wasn't shit got to do with love. He ain't even really caring about that girl's personality, not caring about who she is. He just likes her vagina. He had to marry it. People have different reasons for marrying, for marrying, but yet everyone assumes it represents love. No, it don't. Your mama probably stayed with your daddy because she ain't have no motherfucking education or income. Ain't had shit to do with love, but survival. She was trapped. There's a multitude of reasons why a motherfucker marry somebody or stay in a marriage. Ain't got shit to do with love. 9 times out of 10, it ain't got shit to do with love because you know why? The average human being is incapable of love. They're not capable of it. Love requires you to come. Love requires you to come outside of yourself, and most people can't do that. Most people, when they're picking people, it's got something to do with themselves. Always. I need. I need my self-esteem to be built up. So I got to get with this person. There's always some selfish intent behind why they get with a motherfucker. The moment that person can no longer fulfill that broken hole inside of that human being, they are gone. The moment something becomes an inconvenience for a motherfucker, they are gone. That's not love. That's not love. But let's see who. Let's see who. Let's get to the tarot reading. All right. I don't forgot what the topic was about. But yeah, I'm telling my therapist, she don't believe, and it's crazy. People never believe me. People never believe me, and until some shit happens, and I'll be like, "See, I told you so." That's why I stopped listening to motherfuckers. That's why, because when I observe something and a motherfucker gaslight me, or they tell me I'm tweaking, or they tell me I'm tripping, somewhere along down the line, that motherfucker is going to prove my point. Somewhere down the line. So I'll be like, see, I told you. Just like, I'm going to give you an example, like my mother. I was telling her that my brother is doing all this different shit. He's trying to copy me, or at least copy what he's assumed that I'm doing. My mother called me a liar. Probably thought I was full of myself. So as time goes by, she realized I was telling the truth. She was like, damn, yeah, I told you. I don't know why you couldn't see it. Just like another example, I have uterine fibroid pain. I don't wish this pain on nobody. I don't wish this kind of pain on nobody. I literally, sometimes I have to skip work because the pain is so bad. It literally cripples me. I don't wish this pain on nobody. And yet, my sister will make a mockery faking like her menstruals are so terrible that she can't do nothing, basically trying to mimic me. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, she's never had bad menstrual pain to the point to where she couldn't do nothing. But now randomly, all of a sudden, she does. She's basically mocking my situation from my eyes, right? Because she feels like because I have this uterine fibroid pain, which I wish I did not have, that I'm getting passes or I'm getting away with shit or I'm getting away without doing work. Like, bitch, I'm sick. So I point this out to my mother. My mother doesn't believe me. I'm like, Mom, your daughter has never had pain like that. She ain't go to the doctor for it. She ain't none of that. She's faking it. I'm trying to tell you. She is trying to copy me because she feels like I'm getting some type of perks that she never gets. So now she's trying to these motherfuckers done tried to steal my motherfucking struggle, story, everything. Just weirdos. Weirdos. Like, people are weird. They're weird. They're weird. I have motherfuckers that don't agree with nothing that I'm saying, but they sit up here watching my shit. Your beliefs and my beliefs don't align, so why are you watching my shit? Clearly, you're here for a reason, because whatever your belief is ain't been working for you. But yet you still want to hold on to it and feel like it's somehow superior to mine, but your shit ain't been working for you. And you still watching me? Like, people be weird. Just like a motherfucker that say they don't believe in tarot. You don't believe in tarot, you ain't got to look. You ain't got to watch. Why come on my shit talking shit when you could just go and do your own thing? Go create your own channel about the Bible and the Holy Spirit that ain't got shit to do with tarot cards. Why are you here if this is something you don't believe in? Give me more ancestral spirit guides. We're gonna see why is people a monitoring spirit in your life, or who is the monitoring spirit in your life and why? And we're gonna find out what their paradigm shift is, what their paradigm shift is, okay? As it relates to this. So who is the monitoring spirit in the collective life and why? Knight of Swords. So it could be air sign, a young air sign person. Knight of Swords. This person could be very quick witted. Wow. This person could be very quick witted, very quick on their toes, very smart, very mentally like strong here. Um, it's not a swords energy. They could be like very detached. They're not easily pinned down here. This could be people online on the internet. Give me more. They swear they all that stink face, mad they not in your lane. I don't know if you gonna be going off on people. You got a mouth, a smart mouth, a potty mouth, a mouth on you, but it says they swear they all that steak face, mad they not in your lane. You could have showed somebody up, communication wise or um, intellectually. These energies are people that like swear that they swear that they're always right, or like they can come across as like really condescending, like they just always think that they know more than others, or this is your energy. Okay, people can feel like you always think that you know more than others, like you're very like dominant, conversation dominant, very strong voice. We've got closed doors here. Um, project has ended. New phase. Hard lessons to learn. Ignored. Something is blocking your progress. Closed door. I feel like this is like people on the internet. I don't know if you be getting into debates or what, but it's like, or that you won't back down, or that you won't change your stance. But like, energies could be monitoring spirits over you because like you're very strong minded, or you speak with conviction. Some of these energies can feel like that you're a know it all. Yeah, look, hell yeah. Some of these energies, y'all could be a Taurus. You could be considered very stubborn. Like you could get on people's nerves because it's like it's hard to change your stance about something here. Or you could speak matter of factly, or you could feel like that you have all of the facts here. It's like energies are mad about that. Energies are mad. You can have high standards, I'm telling you, Queen of Swords here. Very smart, very strategic, very wise here. Energies could be monitoring spirits. Like they could have an issue with stuff that you say or statuses that you post here, but like, and their issue is you saying it with so much conviction. Like they can't change your mind. They can't like get you to see from another perspective here. You could come across as very like harsh or dogmatic or very stubborn. Okay, people could find you mentally stubborn. It's like talking to a brick wall. White magic, love and light, and well wishes here. Yeah, so these energies, it's kind of like you're confident in your observations. You're confident in your knowledge. You're confident, like you speak with conviction. You have a very strong voice, very strong energy. You can come off as very cold or detached or insensitive to some of these people, or that's their energy. Okay, so that's why they're a monitoring spirit. So these people are very intimidated or bothered or triggered by this about you. Um, and I had another lady, like, I kid you not, she called me. This is what this reminds me of. Some of y'all, when y'all get into arguments with people, they start attacking your looks, or they start, because this is just I'm channeling this. They start attacking your looks, or they start talking about shit that don't have nothing to do with the argument or the discussion at hand. So it says pay more attention to nutrition, opportunities with a time limit, health, wealth, and prosperity is yours. Okay, with the pumpkin thing here. So um it's kind of this energy where like people can feel some type of way or can feel triggered about you having high standards or about you liking shit a certain way. But there was this one girl, um, and we were having this discussion, and the discussion was about, yeah, y'all can, it's giving heavy Taurus. I know it's an air sign, but it's giving heavy Taurus. Uh, it's giving heavy Taurus, Leo or Scorpio energy, air sign as well, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But it's kind of like energies could be argumentative with you because you just feel like that you're always right, even if you are right most of the time. Like you just like they're triggered by that. Like this bitch always thinks she knows something. Like this could be people who watch your statuses or watch your videos if you do videos. But it's like they're just mad at your intellectual prowess, your intellectual confidence, your high standards, your high. You get what I'm saying? Like they're mad at that. Um, let's see. Let's get some more. Give me more. Like, yo, you have high standards, or you're particular, or you're not just gonna take anything. These energies are like, that's why they're monitoring spirit. It's like they don't like people like you. Um, look at the Queen of Wands. You're very dominant. It's something about you being a very dominant force, a very confident force. Like you don't back down from shit with the Queen of Wands energy here. People may feel like people may feel like your mouth gets you in trouble. Like they feel like you can have a really slick mouth, or like you hit below the belt. People that cannot like spare with you, like mentally and with words, will always try to fight you. Okay, or will always feel the need to try to fight you. Okay, because they can't keep up with you as far as your intellect, your mental sparings, your wit, mediumship or ancestor. Okay, you have spirits backing you. A lot of spirits backing you here. Um, let's see. Give me more. Give me more. Yeah. So these energies could feel like this is so weird because sometimes people that are monitoring spirits could dislike you when they're the same. Like They be like, oh, I can't stand her. She thinks she know everything. She thinks she's so smart. But then they think they know everything. They think they're so smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you hating on somebody that has the same traits as you. Like, you ever know the energy of sorry. Y'all know the energy of a person that like um hmm. Sorrow, sickness, and sacrifice, defeated, period of mourning, letting go of someone important, coughing, releasing someone, or cutting someone off. Some of these energies are mad that you cut them off. For some of y'all don't even give these people like the time of day. Like y'all don't even give them acknowledgement. Y'all don't even give them y'all don't even give them like you give them either the silent treatment or you block them out or you like you know you don't like entertain it. For some of y'all don't entertain the bullshit, or this is what you need to do, not entertain the bullshit. Let them argue with themselves. I know what I know. Yeah, the tower. Yeah, you could be considered drama filled or cause this shit a lot, or like you ruffle feathers. I don't know if you're blunt or if you say the shit that everybody else is scared to say, but this is why like they're monitoring spirits. Um, some of y'all could be a Sagittarius, very blunt, intense with your words, or your words could cut like a knife. Some people are monitoring spirits because you hurt their feelings. You hurt their feelings, or you wouldn't like bow down to their philosophy or their arguments, or like you wouldn't bow down. It's like you held true to your stance. We got photographs. So some of these energies are. I think I got the wrong card. Time to communicate your feelings, memories of a loved one or experience. Inspire. People could remember the shit you said to them like two years ago. You don't forgot about it, and they don't remember the shit that you said. Like you be leaving, you be leaving impressions on people here. Like they remember some shit you said to them 2 years ago. But I remember like this energy kind of reminds me of this chick that yeah, a series of unfortunate events, setbacks, dead end detours, and reroutes. So somebody could be accusing you of cursing them, or like they can be trying to say that you're pessimistic or that you're a negative Nancy, or they could be saying that the shit fell through or fell off because of you. Like you're the reason. Like you caused something. Like they're trying to shift blame, or they're trying to say you hexed them, or they're trying to say that you